warn you, there's a lot of your vote
answer for yourself as a leader.
Because
why aren't those things?
Because I believe in free markets. I believe the border crisis is very real and affecting our communities. I believe that inflation, the fact that a family of 4 can't go to McDonald's for less than $50, they can barely pay their rent, and they're fear of losing their home.
That's McDonald's fault.
It's not. It's inflation.
All right. This, ladies and gentlemen, is static electricity. She has not said anything. She's literally just making noise. And yes, I'm talking about Whoopi Goldberg. Okay. How this show is still on air baffles my mind, quite frankly. And the fact that there are people out there that are voting that think like this is, a troubling thought to me. I'm not going to lie. But we stay prayed up, we stay proactive, and we stay focused out here. All that kind of stuff. And make sure you vote. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but I definitely won't be voting for Kamala. I'll say that. So, shout out to Coach Greg Adams. Before I really get into this video, I wanted to really elaborate on something that I had heard him mention, talking about this political arena that we are seeing. And he said that people are voting in their own demise. And it really made me sit back and think, I really believe that. I really believe that there are American people out here that are really voting in their own demise by trying to vote in for this DEI, Kamala Harris and all that kind of stuff. I just think that's not the smartest thing to do. I don't think that she's equipped to run this nation. I don't think she takes things serious enough. I don't think she's fit to sit at the table with the other world leaders, people who have, weapons of mass destruction and are withholding troops they're like holding back armies from sitting here and just launching out an all-out war and all that kind of stuff. I don't think I think she would continue on the horrendous snowball effect of Biden, quite frankly. So comment down below what you guys think about Kamala Harris. I don't think she's fit for the job. I really don't. I really think that DEI is dangerous, and that's even taking note that, our Trump got shot. Okay. And I just don't think this is the time for that, quite frankly. Okay. And that's just that. I think that we need logic and rationale. I think we need strategy and focus moving forward these next 4 years, because there's a lot on the line here. Okay. There are people that like the Governor Chris Sununu stated. Sununu. Okay. Sununu. My apologies. And so Sununu, excuse me. So I just think that what I'm seeing is the very thing that a lot of people are seeing. What we're all experiencing is we can feel the strain on this economy. And this is just not the time to sit here and, let's just continue on this diverse equity institution of whatever the heck. And let's just keep on experimenting with these immigrants. Maybe they'll have a change of heart and do the right thing. No, that is not the case. Anyways, let's get right into this clip, okay? If you're new here, welcome to the King Squad, the best reaction channel on YouTube. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you're having a great and prosperous day, okay? As always, I hope everybody is drinking their water and making their money legally, of course. And all that kind of fun stuff. When you get a chance, take a walk. Enjoy your day. You woke up this morning. All that fun stuff. And so, let's get into this. I will be giving my commentary periodically throughout the video, but more so in the back end. Stay tuned. Let's go.
So you say that you're a Republican and you'll vote for whoever the Republican candidate is, even though I glean from what you've been saying that you don't respect him and you think he's stupid, but you're going to vote for him anyway. But but that's okay because you're into policy and the party. I get it. All right.
I want a fundamental change.
Okay, but Chris.
They always got to talk out their neck. You ever notice that? Just making noise, not even saying nothing.
Christie is a Republican who came on this show and said he will not vote for Trump again. The Republican mayor of Mesa, Arizona, came out this week Mesa to endorse Kamala Harris and urged other Republicans to choose country over party and vote against Donald Trump, even if it's just this one time to get rid of him. And Mike Pence, his own vice president,
a friend of
said a friend of yours, and a nice guy, and in a certain way a hero because of what he did or what he didn't do. Are they just less dedicated Republicans than you?
No, look, every American, everyone, whether you're in politics or sitting in the audience here, everyone has a different life experience, a different set of priorities. Some people think January 6th is an absolute disqualifier. I'm not going to judge you for that. It was horrible, right? It was terrible, right? Or the election now is a disqualifier. I might disagree. My priorities are inflation, cost of living, the homelessness crisis, the border. Other people have your audience. You know, a lot of people are worrying how they're going to pay the bills. They want something to change. So my message is this. Let's stop judging, well, he's doing this and she's doing that. Why don't you do this? Let's respect, everyone has a different experience.
I get that.
And don't judge people who they're voting for.
Governor, what about the part where we know that he wants to take certain rights away from people, from women, from black people?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You already know. Here we go. Here we go with it. We're changing chicken box. She's speaking in chicken box, but we're switching from chicken box. Shout out to the coach gang. We're switching from chicken box to static electricity. That's our new thing. Okay. She's speaking in static. All right. Here we go with the noise. She's just making noise now. She's talking out of her neck.
People, from people. What about seniors? From Governor, what about the part where we know that he wants to take certain rights away from people, from women, from black people, from people. What about seniors? And that is, to me, that is more un-American than worrying about inflation.
So I'm pro-choice. So, you know, on the women's right to choose and everything, you know, completely understand that. It's back in the states. Some states get it right. Some states have to make corrections, and to be sure. You know, I think a lot of people out there going, well, look, we had them for 4 years. Some of the scary stuff we didn't appreciate and happened. Some of the scary stuff didn't come to fruition. But they just want a fundamental change. So I guess my answer to your question is...
Wouldn't he not be a fundamental change? Wouldn't he be just going back to what
we
had before?
And a lot of people would tell you that they could pay their bills then. And they would tell you that they didn't have the homelessness crisis then. And that we weren't talking about defunding the police then.
Whoa.
Like, we had a crisis, but not to the level we have. So I'm just saying other people might put those as priorities. So just respect that.
Well, let me ask you.
And we can have a disagreement.
Let me ask you about disqualifiers, right? Because it seems like a lot of things aren't disqualifiers for you. Being convicted of 34 felonies is not a disqualifier for you.
Well, shout out to Doug in Exile, really praying that he gets his channel back. I'm not sure if he did or not, but I remember him stating this, and he was always bringing up that Trump is only a felon in name. They set him up, so. These liberals, man, they love to run with this. Trump is a felon. He did it. He's the criminal. You want a criminal for president? Ah, rage, rage, rage. And I just don't think that's the case. I think that he was set up. It was complete ambush, and they've tried to assassinate him politically, financially, and then literally actually tried to go out full assault and assassinate him, like in person. So to say that is just pure ignorance in my mind. You guys let me know what you guys think about that down below in the comments.
For you. 34, being convicted
of course, this is more static.
Of 34 felonies is not a disqualifier for you. Being indicted 4 times, not a disqualifier for you. Found liable for sexual abuse, not a disqualifier for you. But you say that your justification for supporting Trump.
They just want to ambush him. Like, they don't even care what he has to say. I just hope everybody can see through this and recognize that they just brought him on here to like assassinate his character along with Trump. Oh, you support Trump? Well, we're going to crucify you too. Like, that's just what this is. Is
the polls, right? You're a state governor. You're in an extremely important leadership position in your party. You're not even running for re-election.
No.
Why are the poll numbers dictating your position rather than your principles and your character and your morality?
No. Well,
since when do liberals care about morality? I mean, come on, man. Come on. Like, the very group that, like, and I'm not saying everybody has their own religious views, of course, but like liberals, especially today, are really known to like be and then deleting kids. Talk about morality, but you're pushing like I don't want to be that guy, but I guess I have to. They're speaking in static.
So,
morality.
Understand, right now, about half of America is going to vote for Trump. You want to judge me for ignoring that? You're now judging half of America.
I don't think half America. Well, half of America aren't
Rachel Maddow said that on her show.
But right now, it would essentially be almost a tied race, right?
Yeah, we got
so
time
half
to go.
of the votes would go to Trump. So you're now judging all those people that would vote for.
Well, first of all, okay, Kamala Harris definitely is what we call a sugar high, okay? She's kind of like in the honeymoon phase of her relationship. So with this whole, like her entrance in a campaign election, I definitely think that she's going to do like most of what the Democrats have done this political race, and she's going to fall flat on her face politically. I personally do believe that, because I'm looking at the patterns and the trends here of what they've been doing, this entire time. And every attack on Trump that they've launched has like literally fell on his face. And then this whole political agenda that they pulled was swapping Biden out for Kamala, and this was their plan the whole time. I definitely think this is going to blow up in his face somehow, some way, especially with like doing stuff like bringing Megan Thee Stallion on stage to twerk and Quavo from the Migos. Like, I'm here to figure out what the next 4 years of my life is going to look like. I didn't come here for a concert. Granted, I didn't show up at all. I'm not a liberal, but yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay. And to sit here and think that Kamala is going to sit here and do something majestic and heroic and fix people's lives and not sabotage the country even further than what Biden has done is completely just absurd. And even Stevie Wonder can see through that.
For Trump, because they have a different set of priorities.
But I'm just questioning you.
Here we go. This is stuff I was talking about. Here we go. They can't get Trump, so they got to get him. Well, they tried Trump, but they're trying him now.
Yeah, well, but again, you can question and judge me. I can take it. But I would warn you, there's a lot of your vote
answer for yourself as a leader.
Because
so we can isolate you and pull our manipulative witch tactics and launch out a full-out assault and destroy you and destroy your character and blow up your identity on stage on our crucifixion platform full of liberal chicken box static electricity nonsense. I mean, what? This stuff is absurd. And this bullying is not just her. Whatever you see celebrities do, that stuff trickles down to like the everyday person. I'm telling you right now, just me saying that I'm not voting for Kamala and and I'm a black man at that, I've been getting ashamed and bullied like left and right. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You think I'm gonna vote for this chick because of her skin complexion? What? Do I look stupid? And if I do look stupid to these people, forget you. I'm still voting Trump.
Aren't those things?
Because I believe in free markets. I believe the border crisis.
If there's one thing I know, it's Trump 2024.
This is very real and affecting our communities. I believe that inflation, the fact that a family of four can't go to McDonald's for less than $50, they can barely pay their rent, and they're fear of losing their home.
Fault. That's McDonald's fault.
It's not. It's inflation.
Listen, it's
corporate gouging.
McDonald's fault. It's when you can't pay for groceries. The government.
How about Bidenomics? I heard somebody else say this the other day. I know some of the viewers may be like, oh man, you're pausing it too much. Well, it's just what we do. Anyways, we're here to speak the truth. But yeah, what about Bidenomics? I heard somebody say, oh, well, the dollar doesn't stretch as far as it did in the past. Listen, I hear you on all that, but it's a whole nother thing when you got Biden supporting wars that we don't even have business being in. And then you're opening the border, letting these illegal immigrants, these aliens come through and literally get all the benefits of being an American without being an American. Like, they did not get checked. They did not get vetted. And then you got people literally like playing real life manhunt in the streets, slaughtering people and all this other nonsense. It's just insane. And it's just, the ignorance is absurd. How do these people sit here and get away with this? To sit here and say, oh no, that's McDonald's fault. Is it? Is it? Or is it the fact that we got more lazy people out here that are leaning liberal and are voting for their own demise? Shout out to Coach Greg Adams with that. Voting for their own demise. More people leaning towards socialism because they don't want to work. More people want free handouts. And then they vote for these policies that ultimately destroy them all the more and dig them in a deeper ditch than they were already in. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't think so. But like, comment, subscribe. Let's get back into it.
Government doesn't control what your grocery prices are.
Corporate gouging.
Inflation is caused by one thing. Inflation is caused by one thing. The government prints and spends too much money. It's economics 101. It's the only reason. So that policy has driven inflation not just 4%, 25% in 3 years. People can't afford to live.
Corporate gouging.
Where were we when you're? I can't.
Yeah, you can.
No, we got it.
Is it true, by the way, that I'm the first person to come on the show all year that actually admitted to voting for Trump?
No.
What,
I
who
think
else?
so.
Mostly they're embarrassed.
Oh, we had
Really?
a good shot.
We've had
What the hell was I thinking? What the hell was I thinking jumping into the lines then?
Well, because we
Mostly they're embarrassed to admit they're voting for Trump. How about they know they're walking into their own crucifixion? Okay, you got a stage full of liberals. I don't know if any of them chicks are like conservative or Republican or anything of the such, or independent leaning Trump. I don't think so. I think they're all liberals, because I couldn't sit on that stage and listen to the static that they talk all day, the nonsense, the noise they make. I couldn't do it. I'd be like, wow, there's too much anti-common sense in this room, and I'm allergic to anti-common sense. Achoo. I need you to stop telling lies. My antidote is the truth. But yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, they definitely brought him on there to sit here and play with him like a ball of yarn. That's exactly what that was. And quite frankly, it's really crazy that these people can sit here and say that, oh, that's McDonald's fault. Is it? I mean, last time I checked, I remember McDonald's workers and Waffle House workers and people that worked for like Domino's sitting here demanding to make $25 an hour to flip waffle fries and flip burgers and drop French fries and make home fries. It's a whole lot of fries. But yeah, people want like a raise, and they want 401ks and retirement plans and Social Security guaranteed to do the bare minimum. And then the craziest thing is, if you give them anything like that, it's going to backfire, because you would think that they'd be satisfied, but they're not. If you give a lazy person what they want, they're only going to be more lazy and then complain even more to get what else they want. I mean, that's how it strikes me in my mind, but you guys correct me if I'm wrong. Like I stated, I don't think so, but you never know. Other than that, this is just what I'm simply stating what I've seen. Okay, you got people that don't want to put the work in. You got people that are doing these brainless jobs, and then they want to sit here and make $50 an hour. It doesn't work like that. And then you raise the money. You see what happened to California. You raise the money that you give these people, and then eventually you have what happens next. Now a Whopper is the same daggone price for the entire meal, the entire deluxe meal. That's what happened. Okay, people can't even afford the burger anymore. Why would I get the whole meal? Okay, that's just how it strikes me. And that's what I've seen. And I think that people are oxygen thieves. Let's get right back into it. I think people are oxygen thieves and mouth breathers, and they just don't want to work. People are actual snails. So that's been my observation. And yeah, unfortunately, those people can vote. So there's that. As always, I hope you are having a great, blessed, and prosperous day. As always, drink your water, make your money legally. Go make some money legally. And this is not financial advice. And take a walk, enjoy the nature, okay? It's a beautiful day outside. All that kind of stuff, whatever time you're watching this video. And if it's nighttime, never mind. Wait to do that in the morning. But other than that, I hope everybody has a great day. And yeah. Comment down below your thoughts about this. Do you think that Governor Chris Sununu was speaking facts? Or do you think that Whoopi Goldberg and the rest of the View fried him up and told the truth? I think that they brought him on there for him to meet his own demise. That's what I think. You guys comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.